It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts under the lights on Sunday night.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, glad to have you in the booth with us here on EA Sports. Greg, this is one of those intriguing matchups because we got a couple of quarterbacks, that most important position, trying to bounce back after seasons where injury derailed their hopes for a good campaign.
And it's just so difficult when you look back on each of these teams' prior season just last year. It's hard to separate how much of their up and down, how much of their struggles was because of the injuries at the quarterback positions, whether they were in the game or just battling through on game day, or was it the rest of the roster? Well, I think with both of these quarterbacks now being healthy and back to looking like their old selves, we're going to get a lot better idea of just how good the rest of these rosters are now that their two quarterbacks are back on the field.
Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing on the first play is Jones. He's got the big man, Mo Alley-Cox. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Jones. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Play action now. It's Jones. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch. But I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Jones going to try and throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts are out to a 10-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense ready to possess the football for the second time. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch. And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? In motion, it's Robinson. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense ready for their 2nd possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now, Jones. Quickly out to Downs on the receiver screen. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 10-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. It is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Now a play fake. Jones. To the left side and taken in by Downs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Jones. Pass right side to Downs. Third and 9. Now Jones. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch. And even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. The outside, caught by Neighbors.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
3rd and long for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Throwing, Jones. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing now is Jones. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Jones. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Now a 3rd and 2. Jones to the air again, completing this one to downs. And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will open up a 13-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touched back, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play, prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. With the man out of Purdue, that's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. On the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He's going to run it. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On play action, it's Jones. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He's going to have a Colts 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On play action, it's Jones. For the sideline, taken in by Pittman. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
Jones going to hang on to it here. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Jones keeping this one. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
From the gun, it's Jones. There's that man again. Another catch. Third and long. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll go right and find his running back.
Really nice play recognition there by the defense. They sensed the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield, and that ball was going to be checked down. The moment that ball hit the running back's hands, there was nowhere to go.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This one from 49. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Colts add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. Connects with his big tight end, man Hurts.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Slayton is the man in motion. 3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. First and 10 now from the 36. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Slayton is the man in motion. Play fake. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Here's Rodgers. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he'll be taken down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, New York! Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for 2. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. That one into the hands of Downs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's Jones. That is caught downfield by Pierce. They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Colts first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Putting the tight end in motion. On the give, this is Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Taylor. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Colts first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They go right back to Taylor. They'll work forward only to about the 18. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Second down and 8. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. On third down, here's a run by Taylor. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And a great job here by the defense being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
The Giants offense ready to get back to work. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. It is a pickup of 18. And by a yard, they get the third down conversion.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Rodgers going up top again. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards. Here's 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So it's a win for the Colts. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.